Would I come back? The answer obviously is yes. I have I had to say no a couple times so far.
Yeah, Will, we know that. Do I have any purple and gold?
Go Lakers.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. It's Laker season.
That's right. I told you this. It hasn't changed from the first interview that we did.
Tell them.
Okay.
Tell the people.
All right. Would I do it? Yes. Obviously. Would I do it for anybody? Absolutely not.
Nope. There's no way. I know from experience. In the last couple months, he would not. So stop calling unless you're serious. Unless you're trying to make a run at this thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. Derek Carr, who I refer to as Donnie, and reason being, in the history of the NFL, there has never been a prominent or dominant quarterback named Donnie. And Donnie Carr is damn sure not prominent or dominant. But his alter ego, Derek, he is clamoring to return to the NFL, but he only wants to return to a winner. He only wants to play for a team that has a chance to win the Super Bowl. From a financial perspective, Derek Carr has earned the right to pick and choose where he wants to play. He's made over $200 million in his NFL career. I would imagine that he is enjoying his retirement. Derek Carr's good dude, got a nice family, got plenty of money. He will never have to work again. His children, they are taken care of for life financially. From a financial perspective, there's no reason for Derek Carr to return to the NFL. So he's earned the right from that perspective to pick and choose where he wants to play. However, from a legacy perspective, from a can this guy help me win perspective, Derek Carr has not earned the right to pick and choose. And that could be why there is not a single team in the league begging for the return of Donnie Carr. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. Headline at Yahoo Sports. Saints haven't heard from teams on trading for Derek Carr. I wonder why. Remember last year when the Colts lost Daniel Jones for the season? During the first half of the season, the Colts were the best team in the AFC. Daniel Jones gets injured. I think it was early to mid-November. It was somewhere in the latter half of the season. But either way, I don't remember the Colts calling Garth Brooks to get him to call Baton Rouge for the contact info for Derek Carr. They damn sure didn't call Donnie Carr at home in Fresno. Instead of calling a 34-year-old Derek Carr, the Colts decided to call a 44-year-old Phillip Rivers. Why? Because even at 44 years old, they knew Phillip Rivers gave them a better chance to win than Donnie Carr. Look, I will admit, I am biased against Donnie because his tenure in New Orleans can only be described as a flaming ass fire. But throughout his NFL career, this dude has been the drizzling shits. Derek Carr, to me, is the ultimate illusion. Against bad teams, against bad defenses, he looks great. Late in the season, when you've already been eliminated for the playoffs and you're playing for nothing, Derek Carr, he will lead you on a 5-game winning streak to give you just enough hope going into the following season. But when you really need him to step up, when the game is on the line, when the season is on the brink, the illusion of Derek Carr gets exposed because he always disappears in big moments, which is probably why every team in the league doesn't want him. But Uncle KC, what about the Jets? I heard the Jets are interested in trading for Derek Carr. The what? The Jets? That dump? The team that's so bad, they won't even allow them to play in New York City so they buried them over in New Jersey? That team? The Jets are so pathetic, Derek Carr wouldn't even agree to play with them, and who could blame him? Now, in his defense, one of the problems for Derek Carr is that a team who might be interested, they would have to give up something to acquire him. They wouldn't have to give up very much. I'm sure the Saints would be willing to take a 6th-round draft pick to get Derek Carr off the books. But another problem is the contract. Now, I am not familiar with how this works. Since Derek Carr retired last year, which, by the way, he did the Saints a big favor by retiring, and I'm being serious when I say that. Derek Carr did not have to retire. He could have remained on the books, but he helped the Saints out a lot in terms of the salary cap by retiring. But anyway, I'm not entirely sure how this works, but with Derek Carr retiring, I would assume there are 2 years left on his contract, a contract that pays him almost $38 million a year. Is there a team in the NFL willing to pay Derek Carr $38 million a year? More specifically, is there a contender willing to pay Derek Carr that kind of money? He refuses to play for the scrubs. He refuses to play for teams like the Jets or the Raiders. Is there a contending team that needs a quarterback that is willing to pay Derek Carr almost $40 million a season and give up something in order to acquire him? My guess is no. Now, could Derek Carr help a team win? Sure. He's good for 7, maybe 8 wins a season. If he was in a Sam Darnold type of situation where he's on the best roster in the league, could Derek Carr lead a team like that to the playoffs? Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. Quarterbacks don't magically get better with age, especially when they've been sitting on the couch for the better part of a year. Talent has never been the problem with Derek Carr. Physical attributes, never been the problem. The problem for Derek Carr is there's no solution to his problem. He doesn't have the clutch gene. He doesn't have the ability to elevate the team. He doesn't have the ability to step up when you need him the most. It's the reason that in 11 years, Derek Carr's played in a grand total of 1 playoff game, and he lost. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later on the main channel.